Hello, fabulous doll people. I have a box opening. My Coral Reef Unicorn doll, or Unicorn Beetle, arrived safe and sound. I was worried, not because of anything that was going on with this doll in particular, but my Arctic Fox Ed head is just, it's gone. I switched P.O. boxes, and I wanted them to keep my old one open because I knew stuff was still coming and it was paid for, and I had to just keep it open until it's done being paid for. Well, then they started forwarding my mail immediately, and the Arctic Fox head was put in a locker at my old P.O. box on December 1st, and then December 4th they scanned it to forward it to my new P.O. box. It's Christmas, so I had a bunch of other little things, nothing like that. I mean, how big it is, a head in a box. Everything else made it but the head. So I'm also locked out of my informed delivery because you're supposed to get a code to reopen it, and I've never received that. And so I couldn't pull up the U.S. shipping number because they give you a tracking number from Japan, or China, it was from China. And then when it comes to the U.S., it goes to their distribution center, and then they repackage it with a U.S. tracking number. But I use AfterShip, and AfterShip doesn't change that number for you. And I had it in my informed delivery, but now I can't get in. So the other post office was able to find the tracking number because the one by me couldn't. And then, anyway, the verdict was it was scanned to leave to be forwarded to me, and it's gone. So I'm hoping they found it because the lady was she was very concerned about it. It wasn't like I was getting the whole no one cares because I didn't throw a fit or anything. It's, it's a doll head. But I did kind of let her know I was a little disappointed. Because that was the reason I left that P.O. box open, was so the head would be there. I could come pick it up. I was going to pick it up that Friday. It got there Monday. And that Friday it snowed all day. And I try not to drive in the snow. So I was going to go get it Saturday, which I was like, big deal. It's in a parcel locker. That'll be fine. And then it was not there. And they had shut off my P.O. box. Which makes no sense to me because then when my sister had a key because she used to pick up my mail sometimes. So when she went and dropped off the key, they were like, well, it's not even closed yet. Yeah, it is, because when I went that day on Saturday to pull the key out, the cardboard box, or they put it's like a half of a cardboard box you stick into the slots. So you know not to put mail in anymore. So I don't know. Anyway, so I was having anxiety about this. And then when I got home, I knew the guy had come. It was delivered about a half an hour before I got home for lunch. And it wasn't there. And I had left the gate unlocked, obviously unlocked, with the lock turn so the guy could see it. But the last time UPS delivered for me, I actually left, you have to pay to leave a message, but you can pick off a drop-down menu where you want the box left. So I had picked front door and left the gate unlocked. I turned it so the guy would see it. And that guy just left it by the gate. And, and it was fine. I mean, it was fine. But this guy actually brought it in. I think if I had left my porch open, which wasn't locked, but, that's not on him, he would have put it on my porch. Such a nice guy. Of course, it was raining. And, you can see the box is fine. It has a tiny, one of the bottoms was a little bit dented. But it looks pretty good. It came good. It came pretty quick once it left. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's exciting. It's been a kind of a rough December, and so I was super looking forward to the Ed head in this. So I'm hoping I got a slip in my box, which I can't pick up till Friday, that they found it. Because my hope was it was just rattling around somebody's truck. That's what I'm hoping. She did say that sometimes they'll send it back to the distribution center, who then sends a notice to the person that mailed. Why would you do that? I have the forwarding because I know stuff is still coming to the old address. Anyway, I'm not going to cry about it anymore. I'm done crying. I'm done crying about it. It is what it is. So this girl, I was worried about her size because I had forgotten that she was a 68 centimeter doll. Here I'm agonizing over getting 70 centimeter doll, and she's 68 centimeters. And I think I posted a discussion about it in BJD Addicts on Facebook, that my biggest doll was 66 or 67 centimeters, and was that 70 centimeter doll way bigger? And people were like, yeah, it's a big difference. So I talked myself out of a 70 centimeter body for my SD Maeve head. then I was talking to a lady who I will link in the comments. She posted, she got a twiggling elf ingenue, and she got one with a magic mirror face up. And I was like, oh, good for you. I don't want any more. Like, I don't. Like, I see them, and every time I see one, I think, you should get another one. I'm like, do you need 4? I don't think you do, crazy lady. Can I afford 4 also? Plus, I think I have all the skin tones they came in. I don't think there was any other ones, because I have cream, tan, and obsidian, and I don't think there was something else. Anyway, whatever. And so I was looking at twiggling stuff. I really want to get my twiggling gamming. I think I might reach out to her and see when she's going to do another pre-order, because it's been a minute. I want to get her in mint. Anyhow, so I was looking at twiggling dolls, and those elf ingenue collab girls are 67 centimeters. So the biggest doll that I own is my Soom Barrel on her hooves. But I know the Soom Gem body is 65 centimeters, is what I recall. And so I think the hooves must add, I'll bet she's 68 centimeters. Which, if that's the case, she's not going to be way bigger than my biggest dolls. She is big, you know, and bigger than I technically like to get. I really like to stick around 60 centimeters. But, you know, just like I said, I was talking to somebody online about the size, because they had got one and said she was really big. You know, they just keep making pretty big dolls, so here we are. I don't really need you to help me. Hello. Hello, good morning. Bunny's been very sleepy, and then today she has not been. So this girl came yesterday, and I was super excited. Came on my lunch break. I was like, first thing I'm going to do is go home and open her up. But I had a disagreement with my medication on Sunday. Oh, it always has to be Sunday night. Like, if you decide that you hate me, meds, why don't you do it Friday or Thursday night? Because I'm off Friday, and then I don't care if I'm up all night being sick. But Sunday night, I was sick from 10 to 1, and I was feeling okay. Yeah, but then when I got off work, I was exhausted. I fell asleep on the couch. You know, like that ugly exhausted sleeping you do where your mouth is open. I mean, I sleep like that most of the time anyway, but it was like my kind of gross form of sleeping in an extreme version. I did fill out the little survey for the candles BJDivas is giving away, so I'm wondering if they remembered it, because I like candles a lot, and I have not been able to afford them. Usually I'll get like a big order of candles from Bath and Body Works every year around Halloween, and I got almost nothing this year. And yeah, I just hadn't had the money for candles, which is a shame, because I really like candles. I like to come home from work and light every candle that I own. That's why I go through so many, though. They're definitely not like a special occasion. Don't cut things towards you guys. Like, I'm totally old enough to know better, but here we are. I'm probably going to Frankenstein this box. I sold a print, which ironically I've had for sale for like a million years, then all of a sudden it sold just as soon as I listed it. The guy's super excited. So we have the beautiful little Coral Reef kitty. I love that kitty. I know this guy's going to be hard to get out of the box. I can already tell. You know, these big boxes get like they're just perfectly wedged in here, and the mouth is always it's a challenge. We're gonna do it, right, bud? We're gonna do it, and we're not gonna get Mom's stuff, because I need this box. Normally you can have the box, but I need it this time. Coming out. This is a really nice. The fancy box is really nice. It's almost like got a soft texture to it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna put that guy. I don't want it to get on the floor and have Bun eat it, because I do need it. So there it is. Yeah, she's not crazy big. No, this is, yeah. I don't think she's going to be outrageously big compared to the rest of my dolls. Box is in really good shape. There's a little ding on it. Little ding. Nothing that I care about. You know what's going to happen? This box is going to go in my closet. Maybe. My closet's really full. I really kind of want to get a, like one of those Rubbermaid storage containers and put it on my covered porch and put the boxes in there. My bedroom closet, like I seriously have almost no room in there. So it's looking crazy. I look crazy. All right. Ooh, neat. Okay. I had really wanted one of these heads. I didn't want the bust. I was going to get a head. I was going to get it in blue. I added it to my big Coral Reef order that I did like right before I moved out here. And then it didn't get added, and it wasn't really worth. Well, by the time I paid it off, they were gone anyway. But look at that now. Ooh, that one right there is beautiful. I wish that Coral Reef sold their wigs. They sell almost no wigs with their full set. This girl does not have one. Lotus had the most beautiful wig. Oh, her little thing came off. Look at that. The little wax seal came off there, which is not a big deal. And they said no, it wasn't available. But the artist did say if somebody wanted them, they would sell them. But they were expensive. I probably wasn't going to want one. Oh, you're so silly. I spent so much money on custom wigs. So I think it was $100, which wasn't bad to me. And so I got it. So there's that. And that says BJD. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Welcome to the magical world of Jeremau. And wish you a wonderful journey with your beloved doll in the future. And then there's something to fill out. So it's BJD Jeremau. I think Mao's cat. Yeah, I learned a whole new language just from doll stuff. I don't know. Okay, it says name and day, I think. I think you're supposed to put the doll's name. I don't see anything that would make this like a COA. Like there's no number on here that's specific to the doll, so I don't think anybody could do anything with that. Ooh, love this. Look at, oh my gosh. Oh, that's her. Oh. I really kind of wish I'd got the whole beetle thing, but I didn't like the unicorn beetle hat. I loved the Claire wings, but I didn't really love the carapace part. And I knew that was just going to make her so much bigger in the doll. I mean, like, she's already going to be big. So here's the white one. I thought they were both beautiful. Oh, these like postcards. Cute. Here's the one that I got. Oh, these are going to go on my... I have a cork board in my office that has all of my various little, because a lot of the companies send you these little pretty little postcardy things. And then this, maybe this is care instructions. I don't know what that is. So that's everything there. So I guess the thing you fill out must be the COA. I don't know. I thought it was different last time, but either way, it's all very pretty. I like it. I don't feel like they put the candle in this one. So the reason I got her early was, and they couldn't send, so I have another part of an order that's there, but the rest of it isn't there. And I had told them, you know what, just send it all together. I don't want to pay for shipping twice. And then I said, hey, can you put the in-stock stuff for my other order in here? And they said no, because Coral Reef, I guess, sends the shipper. That shipper that she came in is what she came in. Like, they didn't put her in that. And so there wouldn't be room for other stuff, which I can see. So I'll probably get a candle. There's a little bit of hair in there. With something else. Oh, I thought that was a wig for a minute. I was like, oh my God, give me a wig. Oh, wow. Oh, and she got really pretty eyes. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. I'm trying to decide where to put things. Bunny's very hovery, which makes me tense. Typically when Bunny is hovery, she will steal things if I'm not watching her. Okay, so we got this stuff. Oh, the head's separate. I did get a candle. I'm so excited. Wow, look at it. Sun-drenched vineyard. Oh, thank you, BJDivas. I was super excited for this. Wow. I guess their friend is making them? Oh, that smells amazing. Whoa. Oh my, that's wonderful. Wow, I would buy these. Candles with character. I'm gonna have to ask them, because that's wonderful. I like citrus candles, which is what I told them, and it's a very nice scent. Huh, I'm very impressed with that. I hope that there's a way to buy those from their friend. Okay, so many things. So here's the eyes she got, which I think are very pretty. Like a gray, like a blind eye, I guess. So I've never considered them. I have several dolls that have that. Please don't touch my thing. I don't really want you to. We've got a sponge. I think that's supposed to be a sponge. Yeah, sponge. I don't know. For a minute I was like, is it sticky on one side? But I don't think it is. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's the outfit, which I won't dress her in today. Because like I said, I didn't get the last doll moved. So I don't have to do everything once I put the dogs to bed. Because then I'll just be fighting with fun. This is an amazing outfit. This is what made me buy the doll. So, let me tell you a story about this doll. When this doll came out, first of all, I'm obsessed with Coral Reef. Every time they have a release, I don't care what doll it is, a part of me wants it. This doll came out when I was getting my pre-order from Peakswoods, which is the other half of this order. And I was, what's this? Oh, right here, okay. On the fence about her because of her size, and I liked some of the bug parts, but not all of them. I really wanted the bug legs, the lower legs. I thought that was gorgeous. But also, I didn't want to spend too much more money. So when I put something on a long layaway, I always think you should get a couple of things because it's affordable this way. And I don't know, that's a bizarre, it's very bizarre. Here she's mummified. A bizarre way of thinking of things, but I do. And she was the doll that was on my radar. And I wanted to keep it under a certain amount, though. So the human version was cheaper. But and I kept going back and forth. But I had to make a decision because the Peakswoods ordering period was closing. And I knew I wanted the Peakswoods. And it was really the outfit that sold me. I think the outfit is so beautiful. I think this is a beautiful body. And the face. I love their elf heads. Like, if they're going to make an elf, I'm all in. No bun. No bun. I'm just going to have to ask you to not do that. Saying to you, I know you're so helpful. I'm going to be careful with the hands. I broke a finger off of a doll once just by popping off these. Oh, wow. What? You want a doll too? You're not dating a doll. Wow, these are beautiful hands. One of the things I love about Coral Reef is they're a beautiful. I really like the company. I really do. I love the way I love the very elegant aesthetic of the sculptures. I also like that everything has kind of a weird, almost evil tone to it, which fits my dolly aesthetic very well. Oh, she's beautiful. Wow. But she's just kind of big feet. This kind of big foot, which probably she needs to hold herself up, but I'll show you guys the hands up close in a minute because I think the hands are just stellar. All right. I don't know if I'm able to put her head on. I struggle with this puffer fish for some reason. Look, it's not hard. All right, let's look at these hands. Look at how beautiful those are. Wow. I just love an elegant hand. There's one thing that just sticks in my craw is a bad hand. Like it's one of the things I hate the most about that one. I can never remember their name. They're real affordable, if I'm, being kind of nice, doll company, and I have bought 2 of their bodies because they go good with my DIM heads, my dolomite heads, and they have the ugliest hands I've ever seen. So here she is. She has really nice sculpting through here. I love a good hip bone. She has a cute little booty. Beautiful sculpting here. Look at that. Beautiful. She is, I would classify her as a small bust. Like, she's not a super small bust. Some of them have just, like, barely anything, but she's definitely not like well, I don't know. Maybe a medium. Maybe a slightly larger small. And you can see the beauty, the sculpting on this doll is gorgeous. You got the ribs. Look at this beautiful stomach. Just beautiful. Just a beautiful doll. Their resin has a beautiful soft feel to it. I do want to caution people that have maybe never had these before. It is not a very sturdy resin. I bent Lotus's neck trying to get the hook up. The resin, it didn't break. It just kind of bent. It's very soft. It feels great to the touch. But it is not, I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on it. If it was me, I just would be careful with it. Like I have some dolls, like my Twiglings, for instance. Go back to Twigling and even Soom. Those dolls are chunks of resin. And my Do Dolls Dreams. I don't I'm not worried too much about these. This you can feel there. It's a little more delicate, and I don't know what that means in resin quality. I feel like it's a good quality resin, because I feel like the bad quality resins that I've gotten, like this, it doesn't feel hollow. I don't know, like the cheaper quality dolls I've gotten, they feel very plastic. Which resin is plastic? She smells good because that candle was in there. I'm just so happy about that candle. All right, let's have a look at her face, which I did get painted. Ooh, that's really wedged in there. I don't want to break a beautiful elf here. God, can you imagine? One of my biggest fears about sending my dolls off, my elves off to get painted, is that their ears will get broken, and she's really crammed in there. Oh, there we go. She's really wrapped up to protect the ears. Let's get a mummy in there. It's actually starting to feel tired. We're supposed to have like up to 70-mile-an-hour winds, and the PUD has let us know that if they feel like the winds are going to damage the poles and stuff, they're going to turn off the power. So I was actually cooking here a minute ago. I have my heat up really high. My mobile home is an old mobile home. It's a year older than me. This thing holds heat like it is just nobody's business. Like once it's warmed up, it takes a long time for the heat to go out. So I have been running the heat pretty high, so that way if the power goes out, because I have a wood burning stove, but I have not had it checked and I'm afraid to use it, so I don't have plans to use that. Certainly not this year. Let's look at how they wrapped that. Oh yeah, that's fun. Oh, that face up is already beautiful. Oh, those eyes are going to look so pretty with it. I don't really know how to get this out without being scared. I'm scared. Oh, come on. I should just cut it? Maybe. I don't have 8,000 pieces of that on the floor there. Bunny, don't take your whole bed apart, please. She hasn't felt real good today. It's been weird. The weather here has been so weird. Like, we had snow. We had a decent amount of snow. And then we had heated up. It was 52 yesterday in December. That's crazy. And then the snow melted. And then on top of that, we had rain. Wow. Ooh. She's so beautiful. So the weather's been kind of weird. And I feel like she has a knee that's not great. She has a subluxated patella on one side that the vet doesn't think it's going to need surgery, but does kind of bother her. Wow, look at her. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at that. I love her little mouth. It's so different. Oh, I had to put her teeth in now. I mean, her eyes in. I put her teeth. I don't know what wig she's going to have because the wig was not available. And I did message them. Well, I got her through BJDivas. So I think I asked them, and I might have asked them on Instagram if the wig would be available separate. And they said no, that they weren't selling this one. That's the thing. It's the number one thing. If I was going to have an ask for Coral Reef, it would be that they sell the wigs. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this head cap off without, like, using the toothpick method, so I'm not going to fight with it too much. So anyway, so there she is. I'll probably thumbnail her in her full outfit. She's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful doll. And I don't feel like she's overwhelmingly large. I do not at all. So I must, yeah, that's just because in my head I was like, my biggest doll is 66 centimeters or something, and no. My biggest doll is probably 68 centimeters. Probably the Soon Barrel with her hooves on is 68 centimeters. So there she is. She's a beauty. I'm looking forward to putting her together. Bunny, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? I'm concerned about what's going on over there. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great dolly day. I hope you guys have gotten your dose of joy like I did, my doll joy. And I'm going to go put her in the case. I got to get my cases done because it's the end of the year. BJD tag coming up. I have several 4-day weekends, which you know, it's nice to have a 4-day weekend, but they don't. This is one of the few hospitals I've worked for that they supposedly have, feel like my cat's already pre-haired this. Have added our holiday pay in, so you have to take it out of your PTO. And I always forget at the end of the year, you got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's like in a row, and then I'm always short. So anyway, I could live without the extra holidays, but I'm gonna have plenty of time to clean my cases and get my end of the year BJD tag done. I don't know if I'm going to do the questions this year. Some years I do and some years I don't. I don't like the social media questions because I don't care about that. And I don't pay attention to it. And I don't do a lot of it. So that's also why. Wow, this joint's cool. You know, I didn't even show you guys her posing. Look at her posing. This joint right here. Look at this. Oh, wow. This is a cool joint. I was just playing with it and it's real cool. Oh, she could see. Interesting. Oh, look at that. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but are you going to see that? It's like she has a double butt. Who cares? Not me. Let's look at her knees. Wow. And that was effortless, which is a great thing for me because, girl, let me tell you, I struggle. Just so much cat hair on her feet already. I don't understand why. Oh, look at her. And then you can do this really easily. Wow. And obviously I've been kind of playing with her arms. They go all the way back. I remember when this was like a huge flex when your dog could touch their face. And it's kind of standard now, but it's a big deal. Like, oh, look at her face. And now they even hold their hands there. See how this looks as I whack her myself in the face. Just look at this. Is the most elegant doll. There's a couple I've missed from Coral Reef lately, and it really pains me. Wow, she's really nicely posable. Okay, well, I'm gonna go do other things with her now. So, all right, you guys. Again, I hope you're having a great dolly day. I hope you got your dose of doy. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.